Happy days, health, wealth, life, day 23, and I'm in a makeshift space today, so be kind, and I just had to make do because I wasn't going to miss out. I didn't want to miss out on doing the video, but I'm out and about, so I had to make do with a space. You might hear some ringing in the background. I'm in an office. You might hear some people talking. Someone could come in. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? But I didn't want any of that issues for it not being perfect to stop me. And I've had that many times in my life. When I can't do something perfect, I tend not to do it. But it's something that I'm personally working on. And I read something really good today. Hey Noz, how are you? Good to see you as always. Hope you're doing well and have an amazing day. So I read something today. If you're not completely embarrassed with your first presentation or your first conversation or your first idea or your first attempt at a product you've created, then you've not released it early enough. So, you know, Microsoft, when it released its first version, or even when it still releases its updates, there's loads of issues, right? And then they have to slowly refine those issues over time. Emma, Sean, good to see you in there. So they still go, and that's how, you know, Microsoft, one of the biggest companies in the world. So don't think about you want to be perfect. Just do it, learn. We learn quicker. The more we fail, the more we learn. But most of us, including myself, hate failing, want to avoid it at all costs. Don't like doing things unless I feel like I've got it to a really high level and I've perfected it. But there we go. So bear with the surroundings. It's not perfect for my liking, but it's good. It's cool. It works, and I can still get the message out and give you what I learned today. So what I was reminded of, that's right, Kate, just do it. Nike says it best, right? So that's not actually what I wanted to talk about today, but that's what came up. So there's one thing, there's one good little lesson for the day. The message today is if your brain had a manual. And if your brain had a manual, so what I want you to think about, what I've been thinking about is, this is my question to you, are you in a constant state of abundance? Now, what does that mean? Tara, good to see you. Happy to have you in the house, in the place, in the video, wherever we call it. So are you in a constant state of abundance? Now, what that means is, are you constantly in a space of whatever's happening that, hey, this is part of the journey and everything will be fulfilled as it should be. So for instance, do you ever notice any negative self-talk? And when we're in a negative pattern of self-talk, then we're not in a state of abundance. For example, you know, damn it, that's just my luck. You know, when something goes wrong, you think, damn it, that's just my luck. That's such my luck. I can't believe it. You know, I found myself saying that earlier on today, and I thought, hey, that's not clever. That's not smart. Or another example is, I've got no idea how to do this. I've got no idea how to do this thing. It's too hard. You know, that's not an abundant state of mind. That's a lost state of mind, really, and a frustrated state of mind. So, what's the solution? Yeah, negative self-talk, really common, really common. I've got it loads. I work on it every day. You know, who was it? Zig Ziglar said that motivation, which I find is very uplifting for what I want it to do, very uplifting and motivating every day, is like a bath. You need to do it every day to wash off the negativity. It's not like you do it once and it's taken care of for the rest of our lives. You know, we're never taught that as well until you hear someone who's been through a lot of trials and tribulations say that you need motivation every day. You need those successful, motivating, happy people around you every day to lift you up. And sometimes one will be down, you need someone else around, so you need several. So keep those people around you. You know, I say it a few times, some of the 5 people you spend the most time with, and you can spend time with them online watching a video like this. You know, that's just the same as face-to-face. Your brain doesn't distinguish the difference there. So get with good people, listen to good people throughout your day. Sean, I said to you, you know, get the podcast going. Get the positive podcasts in the ear and just listen to in the spaces in your day, wherever that is, walking down the road, in between a meeting, whatever it may be. Yeah, it's a constant battle, Noz. That's right, talking negative, because we're in that pattern. Adriana, hi, and Val, good to see you. So the solution for that negative self-talk is catch yourself one. Lenka, how are you? Where are you? Haven't seen you. Hope you're well. The solution for negative self-talk is first catch yourself, and you've got to think, like I did earlier on, oh, what? This isn't smart. You know, I'm not smart. What's this? Oh, my luck's not in. Now, the real trick is, and this is where the manual part of the brain comes in, is if you ask quality questions, then you'll get quality answers. So, what do I mean? I mean this. Damn it, that's just my luck. Hold on, stop that. That's not the way. That's not the right way. I could say, better question. How could I improve my luck? How could I improve my luck? And feel inquisitive and query that. Feel that in your body. Think it out. How can I improve my luck? Now I'll give you my take on luck. Luck is when hard work meets opportunity. Hard work meets opportunity. And that comes over time. You work hard, 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 you work hard some more, and an opportunity comes up, but you're ready. So you've been working hard, your body's in shape. Yeah, you've been trained. For instance, you work hard in the gym, you work hard in the gym, you work hard in the gym. You've got to have a fight, or you've got to run for a bus or a train. You're ready, whatever that may be. So you work hard, you work hard. That's how you make your luck. So another question to the other example was, I can't do this. Yeah, so you find yourself saying, I can't do this, I don't know how to do this, it's too hard. Instead of that, you got to think, stop, question. What's a better question I could ask myself? Because whatever you ask your brain, it will slow, may not instantly, but it will always give you the answer. So ask quality questions to get quality answers. Yes, directing the ship. So each sentence at a time, Sean, from directing that ship. This is catching yourself in the moment of a sentence, or the way you're talking to yourself, or the way you're talking to someone else, particularly our children as well. This is really like our children are a little mirror, and if we can watch them and how they're responding to how we're communicating to them, there'll be a real reflection of what we're doing. And we want to uplift them, inspire them, and direct them, lead them into a real happy space, right? So the other question is, rather than I can't do this, it's too hard, stop that. Then you want to say a question to yourself. So what's the best way that I could complete this with ease? And sit with that for a while. Think that over, mull it over. As I say, the answer might not come straight away, or it may come straight away, but it might not. You're getting better at this. Yeah, exactly. Whatever we do get better at, whether we think we do or we don't. And never compare yourself to someone else. You might think, wow, they're amazing at it. You know, I do it as well. I do it. Think they're amazing. I'm not doing so well at it. But don't. You can do that, but stop. That's another bad one. So just stop and say, hey, am I better than a week ago? Am I doing slightly better than a month ago? Only ever compare yourself to yourself. You know, go back and watch that video. It's got some little points in there. So go back and skim through that video and maybe take some notes and just pop that in your phone as a note and look at it over the next few days if that's the one standing out for you. So if the brain had a manual, for certain, this would be one of the main sections, the main headings in the manual. Ask quality questions, get quality answers. Now the other thing I want to bring in here is the exercise where I gave it to you a few days ago, where Reid Hoffman was the guy I got it from, and he's one of the chairman of LinkedIn, or he's involved with LinkedIn. He's an internet entrepreneur, smart man, and he says he always gives his subconscious mind a job to do. So before he goes to bed, he writes out the questions, the main ones on his mind. Now these can, I had a chat with Mayrose yesterday, and we talk about this, and they can be as superficial or as deep as you like. What is the meaning of life? You know, if that's on your mind, then write that out. Your brain will give you an answer through the night, through your dreams, or you wake up in the middle of the night, or you wake up the next day and you've got an idea. Or something superficial, you know, maybe something material. So how do I earn an extra £500 a month? How can I earn an extra £500 a month doing what I love? You know, pop that question in. You might write that every night for a month, but your ideas will start coming out. I've noticed a big difference in this for me, and it keeps me focused and on track the next day without me having to try and generate it as much and really feel like I'm lifting myself. I find myself just doing things and being more focused. And I'm fairly focused anyway, but I think this made a big difference. It's an excellent technique. It's an excellent tool that you can take into your life. So get a piece of paper or a notepad, ideally beside your bed, and write out the questions. So that's going back one. Check that video out as well. It's a good one. Really good exercise that. Really do that. I really suggest it. So I challenge you. I challenge you to have an abundant mindset. Whatever's going on, you might think, damn, I haven't got enough to go on that holiday, which something really bugs me if I can't afford to go on that holiday. And I'm looking at a holiday later in the year, and I'm thinking, can I justify that? And that bugs me. You know, I want to be free. I want to be physically health, wealth. I want to have health, and I want to have wealth. I want to be free in both those areas of my life. And I think you do too. Otherwise, you wouldn't be in here listening and having a conversation with me. So, abundant mindset is then the solution is asking the right questions. So instead of me going, oh, I'm frustrated, I want to be able to just say, oh, I want to go there in the world and go there. Not quite there in that space yet, but I'm getting there. And the question is, how do I make that happen? Be curious. Make some of them noises. How do I make that happen? So really play into that. And I challenge you, do it for a day. Do it for a day. Catch yourself with a negative, stop it, and then ask a real quality question. What you'll find is when you do these questions for a few days and a week and so on, the quality of your questions will get better and better and better. Yeah, so use quality questions to get quality answers from your brain. And that's, if your brain had a manual, this would be one of the top sections, one of the main sections to have. So keep that in mind. That's the lesson of the day. If you've got something, please share it. Give me some thumbs up. Sharing is caring. Get the message out there to someone else. Let's get this as far and wide as possible, and help someone else. Someone else might pick this up and in a week, a month, a year's time think, that's made a massive difference to me. I'll just keep sharing what I learn and what I've been reminded of each day, and please do the same. Happy to hear yours and talk about what you learned that day, and how you're progressing and the things you learn. If I said this many times, if we learn from our own mistakes and don't make the same mistakes twice, then that's clever. We're not being stupid because we're not making the same mistakes again. But if we can learn from other people's mistakes, then that's genius, and that's the art of reading a book, reading someone's book. You borrow the author's mind while you're reading that book. While you're watching these videos, while you watch someone else's videos, you're borrowing their mind for that moment. So do that with people who inspire you and who give you good ideas, just like I do. I share what I learn, I share what I read, I share what I watch, and hopefully we could speed up all of our growth together. Because the aim of this, my whole goal, my vision, is a community of people who are healthy and wealthy in every way. So they have wealth in their health and wealth in their finances as well. Here's a good question for you. How can we all earn more than enough money doing what we love? How can we earn more than enough money doing what we love? Yeah, borrow the smart people's mind. They're smart, they're out there, or people who inspire you, whoever. Borrow their mind for a while by reading their blog or reading their book or reading their website or watching one of their videos or having a conversation with them. Hey mate. So keep that in mind today. I challenge you. Abundant state of mind. One day. Can you do it from now till tomorrow's video? I'm going to be every day 6 p.m. apart from Thursday 4 p.m. every other day of the week 6 p.m. Join me, invite some friends, tell some people, let's get the party going in here, let's grow it. And sharing is caring. Share, thumbs up, and let me know. Any questions you want to ask me directly, send. I will reply. I'll pop them in the message box. I will reply. I get back to everything, and this is my work of art. I'm slowly building it. My Michelangelo work of art. Here we go. So remember guys, positive, abundant state of mind for one day. Can you do it? I challenge you. Remember, happy is a skill that you can learn, and this is a better way that you can bring out your personal best. Let's go get some health, wealth. Let's take the world with us. Let's have an amazing evening. Take care of yourself and everyone around you. And I'll see you tomorrow. Happy days.